I have two options. I'm either crazy, which I'm almost hopeful is the case, or I saw something that, if I ever told anyone about it, would give them every reason to believe I was crazy. It would land me in a psychiatrist's office at best and a padded cell at worst. Either way, I keep it to myself. It was 26 years ago, and I've lived through every hour of every day since then. I finished school. I got a job. Met a girl, dated her, broke up. I met another girl, dated her, got married, and started a family. We moved a couple times. I've lived with the mundanities and the highs and lows of life that come to everyone over a long enough time span, and what I saw makes me question every bit of it, every day. I've almost told my wife a few times during little moments of intimacy. Then I picture her reaction. I try to imagine how it sounds fresh, blindsiding her with something I've had close to 3 decades to process and rationalize and accept. I wouldn't even know how to bring it up. I was a junior in high school. I wasn't drunk or high. I was doing homework on a Wednesday night. I was sitting in the dining room table, doing pre-calculus, only 2 problems to go, when everything went dark. I don't mean the light clicked out or the sun went behind a cloud. I mean my vision blacked out. My hearing did too. My neighbor's lawnmower and the whirring ceiling fan faded to silence. I no longer felt the cushion of the chair or the smooth, cool surface of the oak table. It was like sensory deprivation. I felt nothing, like I was floating. And when I opened my eyes, I realized I was. I was in a tank, peering up through a narrow pane of glass. A man and a woman in long white coats stood above me on either side. The woman glanced down and back up, and then back down and caught my gaze, and her eyes widened. She gestured frantically and said something too muffled to catch, but I'm almost positive I caught the word awake. The man's jaw dropped and they both launched themselves in opposite directions, out of my field of view. I caught a glimpse of the ceiling, a lattice of aluminum pipework. Then that too cut to black, and just as abruptly, I was back at the dining room table staring down at a pre-calc book. I closed my eyes, opened them again, and I was still there. I knocked on the table, walked into the bathroom and splashed cold water on my face, felt the urge to pee. I didn't feel any different. I felt normal. Everything felt normal. I've lived through every hour of every day since then, and I've never told my wife. Partly because I don't think she'd believe me, but also because I'm not sure she's real.